I'm Zach.
Use the clicker. Sorry, I need that.
I'm Zach Silver. I'm one of the co-founders of Shy Seeds, as well as the CMO of International Pure Water. Just a little background on us. We started in the wonderful Dr. Ranko's social entrepreneurship class, and it started actually as a random farm. And then after we started talking to experts and people in the field, we realized we weren't the first person to think of a farm. What we did realize, though, is that these communities, the communities that we're targeting, which are communities that are facing food apartheid, they need support and they need infrastructure. And that is what hopefully we are going to be able to do to provide at-risk communities with nutrient-dense food on a weekly basis.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Okay, let's try that one more time. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
My name is Harmony Jordan. And my passion for this project came, I am not an MBA student. However, I designed my own degree and I picked up on some MBA courses, media arts, and experience design. And so I did that because I am a veteran and I was a homeless veteran. And so I knew what it was like to experience food insecurity, being pregnant and living in Chicago. And I knew that I needed to eat healthy. I wanted my kids to have healthy access to foods, but we didn't. And so I met up with the mayor and things like when Mayor Emanuel was in office. And he helped us get out of our homelessness. And I vowed that I was gonna continue to create an impact some kind of way. And it just happened that I met Zach in Dr. Renko's class. And we have another partner who could not be here. Her name is Sarah. So yeah. The struggle for food justice is the struggle for justice. And so because I actually experienced that struggle, it gave me a lot of background knowledge that we needed for our project. And it made our research a lot deeper as we went forth with studying. Technology issues, all right.
There we go.
So we're going to get vertical now. We're going to get into the depth of it, and I'm going to pass it back to my wonderful co-founder, Zach.
Really?
I wonder if you point at the projector.
Right here.
Oh, yeah, probably.
No, it's coming from the computer.
Alright.
Shoot it over this way.
Over there. So why vertical gardens? What we're hoping to do, as we said, these communities just need the resources and support. So what we're hoping to do is raise money and then start building vertical farms and then partnering with local community gardens. A lot of these at-risk communities, they are trying their best to actually remedy this problem, but due to circumstances outside of their hands, specifically food apartheid, it doesn't end up equaling enough. However, with vertical farming, for each square foot of a regular garden, you get 5 times the yield for every square foot of a vertical garden, as well as the yield cycle is 6 months instead of a full year. So you're constantly growing, you're constantly having a food supply. Ultimately, the goal for this is to either partner with these communities and train so then they can run these vertical farms, or if that's not doable, then we will help them rent space or work with us to have the vertical farms work with them.
And the beauty of it is we're not competing with land. A lot of the community garden space is political in Chicago, and so we're not competing with land, and we can go into some vacant buildings and things to do this. So how will Shy Seeds grow? We are seeking funding through a pilot program as a proof of concept. And we started conceptual, like we said, so that's where we will be starting. We'd like to furnish our first vertical farms here in Chicago on the south or the west side where they are experiencing these issues. And we're also looking, so I come from the design tech kind of background, to build an interface where we can potentially do our own tracking.
As well as on top of that, the goal is to start the roots of our community outreach, just do as much groundwork as possible, because as we said, we want this to be a partnership, not just another company coming in and telling you how to live your life. We want them to feel supported, as well as like just with everyone deserves to be treated with dignity. And then going forward, our employment strategy, we hopefully plan to partner with organizations that work specifically with at-risk veterans, so that we can then train them to run these farms and give them purpose-filled careers, and then hopefully put them, help them get back on track towards a more healthy lifestyle. And then, yeah, just building our brand for Shy Seas, trying to get the awareness out there and trying to get as much awareness to the problem as possible. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so what is this pilot program? Well, we're hopefully going to work with our test population to build a farm that is going to service about 300 to 500 families. And then the goal is to create a subscription service similar to HelloFresh. And then on top of that, do a farmer's market, but the HelloFresh-like boxes will be aimed at families. So we will just give them a myriad of vegetables that we have growing, and then they can use that for their cooking. And then if you don't want to have the subscription box, then that farmer's market will be able to service those needs, as well as create community engagement. Because we want the community to run the farms, we want people to we want it to be fun, we want people to be excited about getting this food. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.